Now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Because it's time to write now.
Welcome, my friends, to another Monday, another casual Right Now Update stream. We're going to be keeping it very easy, very casual today. The stream will probably be a little shorter. So on Mondays, I like to do updates. Some Mondays, depending on if I have some updates to share. Well, I've made a couple updates to the Discord channel. Also want to continue to raise awareness for our forthcoming holiday events in the spring, and I would love to hear your feedback. So that and more. I was like, I might have something else for you guys. I have to think about it. So going to be doing some updates. I know we've had a lot of fun this week, this past week, kind of like getting back into that writing vibe. We're getting about halfway through January, so that means we are hopefully starting off January on a good writing note. I know I've been making some progress on Scarecrow, and I'm at a chapter that I just do not feel like rewriting, but I know I have to. So clearly I have to bite the bullet and just do it. I just have to get it done this week. But welcome to the community. I'm Kaufman. I'm on a mission to put a dragon on all the problems of the world. So definitely, these are the dragons. I'm like, yep, if you want a dragon to put on it, you can purchase stickers at any time. It's like I didn't mean to do a dragon sticker ad. Yeah, so I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? How's Monday shaping up for y'all? I know people are always like, Monday can always be the tough day starting off the week. Would love to hear. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to your Monday. ML, welcome, my friend. First one in the chat. And Tiara, what's up? Tiara in the house. Lynn, happy Monday. Good to see all y'all. Nil, welcome. How's everyone doing today? I would love to hear. Hopefully your Monday's starting off strong. I know Mondays for me tends to be a lot of administrative type stuff. So I generally don't get to do as much writing on Mondays. Yeah. So definitely I don't get to do as much on Mondays. Nil, you're like, LOL, need sleep. You and me both, my friend. Definitely been a little busy, but super cool. I was like, let's see. Before I get into updates, I'll throw up the schedule for the week for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Like, that is a good place to start. Let's start with the schedule. Let's see. Where is it at? So for anybody who hasn't seen the Right Now schedule for the week, you'll probably noticed I've updated to the new style of scheduling since we started the new calendar year. Here we go. And I will present and show it up here for anyone who wants to see. Beautiful. There we go. Perfect. So that is awesome. So as you guys can see, this is the schedule for the week of this week of January 13th of Right Now. I definitely wanted to go like a more simple format, something that matched the color scheme that I was going for. I know I used a different art style for most of last year, but I wanted to really streamline the process. So I'm pretty happy with the new style that I'm using for the schedules. And yeah, so this is what the schedule looks like, not just for this year, but this week. As you can see, we have a couple of AuthorTube and BookTube streams for the AuthorTube and BookTube marathon that we kicked off yesterday to a huge bang. Like, yesterday's stream was pretty awesome. I know the story and critique show over the weekend was awesome. I think Saturday was probably our most popular episode of the story and critique show so far. So definitely, if you haven't checked out, you should definitely catch up on this Saturday's critique show if you want to check out some cool stories. And then we're continuing to kick off the week with the AuthorTube marathon under 1,000 subs to really help out and then also help us. Like, we've been growing as well, which is cool. Other AuthorTubers and BookTubers in the community. Yeah. And then we have our Right Now Writers group. on Wednesday, and Saturday we'll be back with kind of a specialty episode of the Create Right Now podcast. We're going to be doing a specialty Q&A episode, and I'm going to be bringing back on Carissa Grant, author and creator of the Worthy Chaos comic series. If there is anybody who is a master at merchandising, Carissa is the one. She has so much merchandise in her catalog, and she's just kicked off with another crowdfunding campaign, which is so cool. So we're going to be doing a Q&A and deep diving into merchandise, and especially as an author, and if you're aware of the social media landscape, online shopping has been trending this past year, and it's only going to grow. It is only going to grow. So it's going to be an absolutely great session this Saturday as we kind of deep dive into Carissa's podcast, into Carissa's process, and learn some more. So yeah, and then I'm like surprised. It's the only week where I only have 2 episodes of Kaufman Writes, which will be cool. Sunday I'm going to be doing a family thing, so my time on Sunday will be TBD. So that's kind of what the week looks like. I'm feeling pretty good. Not too crazy about this week. Let's see, LeMay, welcome. Glad to have you in here, my friend. Hopefully the writing is treating you well. Lynn, you're like, this week is stressful. I have a quarterly meeting, a systems upgrade, a major project premiering all at work. Oof, those weeks are tough, especially when you have a lot of work stress. It sounds like most of yours is work stress. Make sure that you're able to take some time for yourself at the end of the month or after this week has gone by, and a book deadline next Wednesday. Dang. Well, I totally understand deadlines. Clearly, I'm always doing something, but good luck with it, Lynn. And definitely make sure to get yourself enough sleep. That is the one thing we always forego when we're crazy busy is sleep. I would know, but it makes a huge difference. So hopefully you're able to get some solid time to write. I know, Lynn, I see you doing writing sprints over in the Discord sometimes, which is super awesome. You always motivate me to write because those writing sprints are very, very helpful. Let's see, Nil, you're like, got a 1,000 writing battle prompts, drama about an outlaw and a crystal ball. An outlaw and a crystal ball. Ooh, that's actually kind of interesting. You're like, does the outlaw see their own death or see their own fate? I totally feel like you're probably doing something dark with the style that you tend to go to. It'd be real interesting. I'm definitely curious to see what it is and getting a chance to check it out. So definitely good luck with the writing. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Courtney? Welcome. Hopefully all is going well for you and well for y'all. Let's see. Emily, you could have a crystal ball reader see if the outlaw is planning a bank robbery. Oh, that's interesting, actually. That the outlaw is going to be doing something. They're going to be breaking some type of crime, but it's already been predestined or predicted. So then that's kind of the obstacle. They're basically the obstacle is they're working against somebody who already knows what's going to happen. That's a good obstacle. I would like to see that play out. The outlaw versus the psychic. That'd be awesome. Hey, what's up, Mast? Welcome, my friend. Happy Monday, y'all. So I'm very, very excited, very stoked for what we have on the calendar. As y'all know, I'm kind of taking a break. I'm taking a little bit of a breather in the month of January as from the major holiday event schedule that we've been doing. But as I was looking at the analytics and the stats, once again, the Right Now-a-thon was one of our most successful events. The Freaky Friday Flash Fiction Contest was also very, very, very successful. So we're definitely digging into our holiday writing events for 2025. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the schedule if I can find it. All right. So I know you guys all saw our 2025 holiday event schedule and planner. I'm definitely, so right now we're going to be moving into the planning stage there we go. So we'll be moving into the planning stage for our book club and then Faded Fantasy. So we'll be launching the book club in early spring, and the next fiction contest, which is going to be the Faded Fantasy Fiction Contest, will be later in the spring. We'll start revealing more details for both of these events as we get a little closer. I would say in a perfect world, now don't quote me because I haven't set the exact dates yet, but in a perfect world, if things line up, we'll be launching the Right Now Book Club in March, and the Fated Fantasy Fiction Contest will the live stream itself will be at the end of May. So we'll be ending off the spring as we get to celebrate summer. And then we'll reveal more details about the author's retreat once we've gotten into spring. I know that I heard a lot of excitement for the author's retreat. Something that I really, really wanted to bring to the community is how can we create a more, what's the right word? How can I create a more inclusive experience and help writers, authors get the strategies, tools, and insight to write something from start to finish? So we're doing a lot of planning for it. So I'm very excited when I'll get to actually reveal some more details. I would love to hear, which one are you guys looking forward to? The book club, the fiction contest, the author retreat? What are you guys looking forward to and why? And I'm kind of curious, like, what are you guys expecting? Because I'm definitely going to look back on this because I'm curious to see what your expectations are as compared to when we actually launch them in a few months. No, you're talking about your story. You're like, I'm thinking about a struggle with fate that destroying a ball is outlawed and someone wants to break it to prove the ball wrong. Oh, I like that. I love that fate. That creates a really, really great conversation about fate versus destiny. That's a great conversation, my friend. ML, is the Fated Fantasy going to be flash fiction like Freaky Friday? Yes. Yes. Fated Fantasy will be a flash fiction contest. What we learned from, and okay, so I knew this going into Freaky Friday. We want to give writers more opportunities to write. Flash fiction is an easier opportunity that incentivizes writers to write. Now, what we learned from Freaky Friday, we might up the word count a little bit. We might keep it the same, or I don't think that I would minimize it. So we might adjust the word count to make it a little more easier accessible, but I haven't made any determinations yet. We're gonna probably have a team of volunteers working on the fiction contest. I know I've already started doing some recruiting. So if there's anyone in the community who wants to be a volunteer, whether you're like, hey, I want to volunteer for one of these events, or maybe you're like, hey, I just want to volunteer in general, or maybe you have an idea for a stream, you should definitely reach out to me. Shoot me a message on Discord or reach out via email. All the information is down in the YouTube description, whether or not, regardless of what capacity you want to be involved. So definitely reach out. I'm gathering a volunteer team so that way we can deliver like the coolest, most efficient experience. These events tend not to be possible by myself because they end up being more time intensive. And I'm of the mindset, right? Like we all put this together and then we all get value out of it. So definitely really, really looking forward to this. It's going to be such a cool thing. And then for anybody who wants to be involved as a volunteer, once you have an event under once you've done an event with us, you can actually then use that event as advertising. You can use it as a resume builder for whatever other things you're working on. You could add it to your author profile online, right? Like, hey, helped organize this event. Because then when employers or sponsors or other writers go to check you out, what they're going to do is they're going to go to the Right Now YouTube channel and they'll look and be like, wow, that actually got a lot of views and attention. And that in itself adds what's the word? I'm blanking. It adds not confidence, not believability. It adds kind of like reliability, because the Right Now channel is very active. So I'm really saying like volunteering with this new volunteer category that I've really been developing, and you all have seen with both Soul and Penelope over the end of 2024. I'm really trying to create an experience where anybody involved gets the value, gets exponential value out of it. So very, very excited. I'm just excited for the future and what's to come. Let's see. I think I saw Lynn. You're like, I definitely want to see what people write for Faded Fantasy. You and me both. And right now, I know the genres we're going to open it to is fantasy, romance, and romantasy. I think those are the 3 genres we're going to stick to, where we might make some adjustments and try some new things for this contest that we didn't see in the Freaky Friday. So, but we will be revealing details. Let's see, I want to say we'll probably be revealing details after we launch the book club. So then people can start thinking, everyone will have time to kind of plan and start thinking about what they want to write. So that'll be a lot of cool. Courtney, I think I'm expecting to grow more as a writer with these events. Absolutely. Like, I know that every single event that we put on, that I feel like I grow as a writer just by knowing everyone in this community and learning everybody's styles and reading their work and seeing all the evolutions. I definitely grow as a writer, which is incredible. Nil, excited for the next anthology. Got to try, even if I'm not as strong in romance. So fun. And I think this is the beautiful thing, guys. And I saw this with Freaky Friday. I think when we force ourselves to write outside of our preferred genre, it makes us stronger writers. And I think flash fiction is an easy ask, right? And I think that's the beautiful thing. We push ourselves to write outside of our genre, we become better writers, and then we return to our own genre with another skill, which is amazing. Nail it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be an open door romance. You can just hint at it. Yes. So we'll of course be revealing details of the event itself when we get closer. So I don't want to say anything that we're not going to that I can't share yet. But yeah, once we reveal the details of it, you guys will have a better idea of not just the genre, but what options there are for being involved in these fiction content, in the Faded Fantasy Fiction Contest, how you can compete, and how it's actually going to feel very accessible. This contest is going to feel even more accessible to writers outside of the fantasy, romance, and romantasy genres. So this contest is going to feel even more accessible. I'm like so looking forward to it. Mastrike, looking forward to Faded Fantasy, as I'm not a Halloween person at all. So being able to participate in writing, right? This is the exact opposite of our Halloween vibes with Freaky Friday. We'll have to see who's going to show up and host for Faded Fantasy. We're still auditioning. We're auditioning hosts. Jezebel, we haven't been able to contact Jezebel, so we'll have to see who's available to host our Fated Fantasy Fiction Contest. More to come. Oh man, I'm stoked. Hey, what's up, Adrian? Welcome back, my friend. For those of you who missed out yesterday, Adrian just launched their book, Mythic, which is super cool. You should definitely go check out Adrian's YouTube channel. As he literally just launched his Mythic book, which is fantasy science fiction. Fantasy science, what's sci fantasy? I was like, I forgot what the correct genre name is for it. But welcome back, Adrian. Glad to have you back here in the community, my dude. Courtney, you're like, Crow from The Last Scarecrow needs to be host. That'd be pretty cool. Should we go audition Crow? Ask Crow if he that would be an eccentric host, wouldn't it? Oh man, we're just gonna spout gibberish half the time. That'd actually be pretty funny. Well, we'll have to see if Crow's willing to come out of retirement. We had a story to see if Jezebel let Old Man Cough ever get out of the basement. Well, we'll see whatever happened to Old Man Cough. Well, apparently Old Man Cough was able to make it to Reading Corner to recap the WriteNow evolution throughout the year. in our Right Now video. Oh man. Yeah. Sci-fi. Okay, sci-fi fantasy. I totally thought it was like sci-fantasy or fantasy. I really thought it was sci-fantasy. Let's see, Courtney, like the era of the pew 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 is the vibe for a romance contest. Absolutely agreed. And especially Courtney, in that part of the story, when I was going over it, I think you joined around early fall or late summer. I want to say the parts of the story I was going over was probably more like I think I was in Act 2 at the time. I was like, I'm trying to remember where I was at actually. I'm pretty sure the parts I was going over was Act 2, where it's more the lighthearted adventure of it. And you know what? Because there's no like the core characters, there's no real romance plot line in Scarecrow. I'm trying to, well, at least that's pertaining to the A story. But from the side characters, well, I got Scarecrow, Pebble, Crow, Gore, and Skunk. What's interesting is there's technically like dark romance arcs in the two supporting characters. So Gore the grizzly, Gore the last grizzly, and then Lady Skunk are both dark romance. Both have dark romance plot lines, which is interesting. Like just thinking about that. But the core the core three, Crow, Scarecrow, Pebble, the Pixie, none of them have romance plot lines, at least in the first book. At least in the first book, anyways. And that I can promise. Adrian, like I should specify sci-fi fantasy for adults. Spicy, that's right. Spicy sci-fi fantasy. Sci fantasy. Spy sci fantasy. There we go. New genre. Spy sci fantasy. Although that kind of makes it sound like a spy novel. Spy spicy. Nope. All right, I'm trying. Master, like, would love to see 3 flash fiction contests giving opportunity to many more writing styles. Absolutely. So I know right now Faded Fantasy is going to be our main fiction contest in the spring. I know if we can convince Jezebel to come back out of to return, I would love to have Jezebel and our Freaky Friday contest return in the fall. We still have 2 events that we haven't announced. We'll probably have an early fall event and then an early winter event. Now, last year, this winter event was Adventure Right Now, which those of you got to come write Hermes the Cat with us. We'll see what these events are once we get a little closer, and I'll determine what the right events are to do. Oh, no, cough almost got taken out by powder. Yeah. By a lot of powder. Books by Adrian. Sci fantasy actually sounds pretty cool. I might just use, yeah, I mean, you should. Like, sci fantasy sounds better. That's cool. I was like, all right, guys, starting the Right Now community first. Coined by Kaufman. Sci fantasy. Spicy sci fantasy. Sci spice fantasy. Spice sci spice fantasy. Hey, what's up, Rachel? Good to see you, my friend. For those of you who haven't checked out Rachel's channel, I know Rachel is also part of the AuthorTube marathon. It's like, Rachel, I don't know when your sprints are. I kind of just check out the AuthorTube things as we go, but Rachel's really, really awesome. If you need help with blurb writing, Rachel's got some really cool blurb writing service, of which we all need blurbs. So anybody working on a blurb, you should go to Rachel. Let's see. To be fair, it's been out for a year, but thank you all the same. Okay. I was like, I think I totally thought that it like just came out. That's probably on me. It's not that bad, and it's 150,000 words. There's only 3 spicy scenes, but they're spicy. That's kind of what I've recommend. That's actually kind of what I am recognizing in some stories that I've edited this past year. I think even if there's one scene in a book that's spicy, I think it still goes under the spicy category, regardless of the number of scenes. I don't know if it changes if, let's say, there's more than, like, let's say spicy does like every couple chapters. I don't know if that changes. Oh, Rachel, I like it. Spiced Sci Fantasy. Yes, that is it. That is the name. Adrian, that's the name you should go with. That sounds so much better. Spiced Sci Fantasy. That feels like that's the vibe. I'm pretty sure that would be the vibe. I like that, Rachel. Good thinking. Let's see. Now, curious to see if the Faded Fantasy have a prompt or open theme, but I know it's early for details. I'll wait. Yes. Yes. I know for Freaky Friday, we did not go a prompt or a theme, and we went based on genre. Yeah, we only did genre. We're bouncing around a couple ideas. I'm thinking through the possibilities. And when we think about fiction contests, the thing that I really want to think about is how do I make this the most accessible to writers of all genres? Now, obviously, the writers who write fantasy, romance, and romantasy, obviously that's a win. But how do I make it exciting for writers who are not in those genres? And that's the main question that comes to mind. So we'll be revealing whether or not we'll be doing prompts or what the theme will be specifically, but definitely more to come. I would love to hear if for any of you, if there's something that you really like about contests or something that you think would work really well for a live stream contest as we do it here. So I'd love to hear if anybody has any interests or what they'd like to see. Right. Like I'm all over the place for the marathon. I got to take spots a bit late, but definitely 5 p.m. is tomorrow and then 11 p.m. is. Yeah, 5 p.m. East 543. Yes. It's like I forgot. I think ours is tomorrow as well. Oh, that's right. We're doing a game. We're doing a game marathon where so actually I need to make sure that we have the logistics set up for any of you who want to come join us tomorrow on stream. Any of you author tubers out there, we're going to be doing another game. I'm going to be giving out a prize for anybody who wants to join us during our writing break game tomorrow. Rachel, Adrian, you guys are both welcome to join. Any other author tuber or booktubers in the community, you guys are more than welcome to join. But yeah, we're going to be doing a live game during our break. That also goes with the prize. So definitely will be really cool. That's because I talk about it with its new level enthusiasm. Hey, well, that's what you should be doing, my friend. You're definitely doing the right thing. Yep, Rachel agrees. Absolutely. Like, yeah, if there's spice every few chapters, that's more erotica. But yes, my 3 scenes definitely categorized as spicy. Okay, it's interesting. I've never written spicy. I mean, I've done a lot of editing for spicy material, but I've never written spicy. So I'm not too familiar on the categorizations. I think your game marathon is right before me. I think it is as well, actually. I know we were trying to make sure that the times were right, so we weren't overlapping, but that'd be super cool. Rachel, once again, you're more than welcome to join us, and then we'll send people your way. I feel like from what I'm seeing in the marathon so far, people are generally hopping from stream to stream throughout the day. So I think the engagement's generally been pretty good. I think obviously the Sunday and the weekend time slots are just more people are available. I've checked out a couple today, and it seems like it's been a decent average for a weekday. Courtney, I feel like the open theme tested me more than just writing a prompt would have for the Freaky Friday. It's actually good to know. Thanks for sharing that. I know because then when the prompt is open, then it's like, okay, well, what's the vibe have to be? And for anybody who hasn't, I was like, totally should. I like always forget to do this beforehand. Let's see, for anybody who hasn't already, let's go there. All right, just wanted to make sure. I think I got that. So for anybody who hasn't already, and if you do want to pick up a copy of Freaky Friday, you can purchase your copy now. I just tagged both of the items here in the chat. So anybody who has not picked up a physical copy of the Freaky Friday, you totally should. And I was like, I'm so proud of my story. For anybody who didn't check out the story The physical copy has 2 new stories. I created a flash fiction story for the Freaky Friday anthology called The Trollocs Ghost. I'm very proud of it, but it's only available in the physical paperback edition. So if you want to pick up a copy, purchase the book. Go, it supports the community. It's linked down below if you want to pick up a copy of The Trollocs Ghost, or you're like, hey, maybe you haven't gotten a copy of the book yet, or maybe you're really, really struggling with a writing problem and you just don't know what to do with your life. So let's see. Yep. So that's that's that. That's all I'm going to tag for now. Let me do some announcements. I'm already at like the 30-minute mark. I'm always like, these streams will be super short, and then I start talking with all y'all and I lose track of time. All right. So yes, definitely support the community if you have not already picked up a copy of the Freaky Friday anthology. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's see. No, both are fun. I like comparing when prompts are involved. Usually it can be a major or minor part, so it can still be open, but I can see first faded open since Freaky was. Oh, thank you so much, Jocelyn. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Like, those covers look really, really good. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun putting the covers together for sure. Okay, so our bigger update for today is actually going to be regarding the Discord channel. I am so happy, and once again, anybody who's not in the Right Now Discord channel, go join the Right Now Discord channel. As like, if I was ready, I would have the link. So it's linked down in the YouTube description, and then I just dropped it here as well. Anybody who's not in the Right Now Discord channel, it's very, very awesome. I just made some updates. I tend to do Discord updates on Mondays. I skipped a couple weeks because I just didn't have anything. I didn't have any real updates for it. So this is the next update I have. I'll throw on the Discord channel. Let's see. Let me throw this up. So anybody who hasn't checked out the Discord channel now, so we have a couple of cool updates for it. I think first off, we've now introduced the pick a role category. So this is actually going to be very, very cool. You're now able to self-identify as the type of author that you are. So all you have to do is go to pick a role and then click on whatever role feels applicable to you. We'll adjust the roles over time. I was like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we launched with 7 roles. Now, essentially, whatever role you pick, that's going to determine what your colored name is whenever you chat. And then it'll also show up in your profile, and you'll also appear in the community under the category of author that you are. Great question. So what if we have more than one? Essentially, the way Discord works is it will categorize you. So you can have more than one author category, or you can have more than one role in Discord. So you can have multiple roles. Let's say you're romance and fantasy. You could be under both. The one that you will be listed under, though, is whichever role is at the top of your profile. So let's say you're like, hey, I write fantasy, romance, and I'm an indie author, but I want to self-identify as an indie author. What you would do is you would add indie author role first to your profile and then fantasy and romance. So, and then I'm pretty sure it lets you get rid of the roles. So that way, like, you could just delete it. You could delete the role and then just re-click the button. I believe we just added it. So it's going to be a trial and error, but yeah. So whichever role you first self-identify as, so like, for instance, you guys can see me here on the side. I identified as a fantasy author and I made that my first role. Let's see. So I'm a fantasy author, server booster, and an indie author. So even though I have both fantasy author and indie author on here, fantasy author is the first role that I identified under. So that's what it will, that's why I show up in this category. That's also why my name shows up as it being under green. So yeah, that's how it should work out. But I think that if I got rid of the green, then my name would go under indie author, which I believe is purple. So yeah, so very, very cool. I'm like super excited to be able to introduce self-identifiers, especially because we have so many authors and writers in the community. So definitely make sure, if you haven't already, to go pick your role, so that way you can identify how you want to in the Discord community. Okay, perfect. Let's see, what else do we got? Awesome. So in addition to that, I've also done a couple updates to it. So let's see, make sure I can do this correctly. Let me just go under welcome. And I think in a perfect world, I had remembered how to do this beforehand. All right, so bear with me. Okay. All right, perfect. So for anybody who wants to, we have now added a new leveling feature to the community. Essentially, you're now going to get experience just by posting. So you might have seen this in other Discord servers. I'm kind of playing around with the functionality of it, but essentially, anytime that you do a post, it will give you experience. Now, it's going to be kind of an adjusting cycle for me. Like, I was like, okay, how much? I still have to understand how much experience you get per post. But anytime you post anything in the Discord server, you will get experience. You can then type in level. I think it's /level in the profile in the Discord anywhere, and it will show your rank card. Let's see. So I'm going to test it. So let's just type in /rank. Let's see what that does. Yep. So you can just type in /rank, and then it will show you your experience for your rank. I was like, oh wow, I got 81 already. That was quick. I don't even know what I did. I was like, all right. So once again, this is going to be a learning experience, guys. Bear with me. I was like, okay. So it looks like it's giving about 20 XP per post. Okay. So I should probably adjust that, or everyone will be like level 100 in no time. So once again, learning experience. But yes, so this will be very cool. You can type in #rank. I'll be dropping the instructions in the announcement very soon. Yep, exactly. So I think once you send messages, yeah, it's like I saw, Lynn, you did that here. I think you have to send your first message, so post somewhere in the Discord, and then I think it will let you test your rank. So I don't think it ranks you. I think once you post in the Discord, then it ranks you. Yeah, because I saw Rachel is under the rank, and anybody can see this. So what you'll do is you'll be able to see the leaderboard of everybody who's posted. Since I just launched it, it starts from literally right when I launched it. So moving forward, people will start accumulating experience. And I believe, Rachel, I saw you post a message somewhere. Yeah, so Rachel, since you posted a message literally after I started it, that's why you're now ranked here. Which, yeah, so it looks like it's about 17 experience per post. I'm going to have to adjust that. But yes, so that's how that works out. Once again, I'll post the specific logistics to it in the announcement soon. But I know that /rank shows you your card once you've made some posts. And then I think there's another. What did I just type in? It was /rank to show your card. Oh, and I think it's /level shows the leaderboard. Yes, awesome. Perfect. And if you want to see what like options you have or what the commands are, all you have to do is type in /, and then you can see, like, we have our writer bot here. All you have to do is you click on the bot. So this is Me6. So this is our Me6 box, and then this shows you the different commands that are available to you. So you can see, right, get a link to the leaderboard, or you can get your rank. Write can assist you creating content. Oh, interesting. Gives you writing assistance. So it shows you the thing. So if you want to check it out, it's really just you type in / and it'll pop up. So that is for leveling. I think that's going to be awesome. Let's see. And then I shared that. I answered that question. Rachel, let me know if you have any more questions. I hope that was clear. Lynn, I think you also get experience with using the writing sprints. I'm hoping so. Let's see, writing sprints. Congratulations, 520 words. So, okay, yeah. So I see what it is. So right now, WriterBot and Meeseeks are two separate bots. I have to figure out how to get experience. I think I just have to connect it as an experience thing for doing writing sprints, but that is definitely going to be a thing, Lynn. So I don't know if it's set up yet, but I'm going to incorporate the XP system from the writer bot into the XP system of the Meeseeks bot. So, because I think the people who should be getting the most experience are the ones who are writing, right? And I think doing the writing sprints incentivizes that. My only, I think my only concern then is if somebody gets more experience for doing a writing sprint, people might just do the writing sprint. They might just do the writing sprint in the timer just to get experience. So I see the system being easily misused. So I kind of have to think through that, but we'll see. We'll see. It's something I'm going to be playing around with. Let's see. So like I chose the 3 I do most and it assigned me fantasy. Okay, let's see. Interesting. So you did this one. All right. So let's go back to a pick a role. So Rachel, you did, okay, fantasy, indie, and nonfiction. So I think when you go under, you should be able to remove your roles. Essentially, if you wanted to change, like let's say you maybe want to be a fantasy, indie, or nonfiction, I think you would just cancel out the role that I think you would cancel them and then pick whichever the first role is that you want to show up under. I believe it could be a me thing that I have to fix, but let me know. I'm pretty sure whatever, I just want to see what it would do. Yeah, so I think it's whichever the first role is that you want is where you'll show up as. So let's see here. Like I have myself, I'll throw it bigger so you guys can see. So right now I'm under fantasy author. Let me see if I cancel out a fantasy author. It kicked me out. I'm just going to remove, no, I probably don't want to remove server booster. So let me go here. I'm going to go, let's see what happens when I do romance. Interesting. And then I add myself as fantasy. Interesting. Okay. I see what I have to do. So I have to change some permissions on the here. So that way, when you click your role, you'll show up in your categories. So that's a me thing I have to fix. But right now the roles are attached to your profile. I have to adjust the categories of groups. So I'll fix that on my end. So that way you guys can get sorted into the right groups. It's like the sorting hat, but better. I would think so. I think I kind of grouped paranormal and supernatural into the same category, honestly. So yeah, I think I grouped them into the same category. So great question. And then, so those are the two things from the Discord. So role assigning and experience, I've really been wanting to do that for a while now, the WriteNow sorting hat. You know, even better than the Hogwarts sorting hat, the sorting hat right now. So definitely even better, which I absolutely love. And then we have also added, as like, let me show all right now. So let me go here. So I've also been making some other adjustments for those of you who are involved in the AuthorTube writing marathon. Here's the channel. Call it out if you want to come chat about writing stuff. You want to celebrate some of the other authors. I posted the links for the Right Now streams that we're doing, and then there's also a link to the playlist for anybody who hasn't taken advantage of our Right Now of the AuthorTuber and BookTuber marathon playlist. So that channel is here. That's important. And then we have also spruced up our writing story game. So have you ever wanted to write a story with a community? We have started it out again. So I've reintroduced it. We've created a fresh new channel for it. So that way we can start again, because the last one kind of went dead and I didn't try to revive it. And now you're going to be able to start off with a brand new story. Except this time, I'm going to let you decide what story you want to start with. It starts off with this. Let me tell you a tale. Grandpa Cough wheezed as he sat down in his trusty old rocking chair. There was true love, mysteries, adventure, death, or were there robots and pirates? My memory isn't what it used to be. Where was I? Grandpa Cough hummed with excitement as he pushed up his reading glasses. Ah, yes. Once upon a time in a land far, far away. What story do you want to tell? The writing game is simple. All you do is you add a sentence and you continue the story. You can take it in whatever direction you want. The rules are up here. If you want to know the rules, I give an example of how it works out, but it's very easy. You get to just progress the story and take it in whatever direction you want. So I'm very curious to see what story you guys want to start off with. Right now, it's an open call for anyone who wants to start the story. If I don't get any story starters in the next day or two, I'll start a story idea myself. So very, very cool. Rachel, this is funny. You're like, this is what comes to my characters never choosing a genre. Urban fantasy, sure. Paranormal romance, sure. Let's go to another world now. All right, it's epic fantasy. You're like, I am all the genres. I know. It's like, I know there's so many subgenres of writers. I think for the rule system, I think I'm starting out with the main genres, and we're gonna kind of see how the community takes to it, and then I'll evolve it over time. I'm sure there's a world where I'll be able to add more subgenres and make that a thing. Adrian is part of our Hufflepuff house. Like, all right, guys, it explains Hufflepuffs now. That's all what the Hufflepuff house is about. Okay. Awesome. So I think those were the biggest updates I had for the Discord. We've created a couple other miscellaneous channels, which you'll be able to check out yourself, that we've done over the past couple weeks, and I'll probably call out to them. But I'm pretty happy with the direction that the Discord is going in. We also just crossed our 100-member mile mark with the Discord. I was like, we now have, which is so cool. I was like, considering that I wasn't even familiar with Discord before, I'm very excited about it. So we've now crossed, 130. So we've just crossed 100 members, which was very, very cool, that are part of the Discord community. And it's really my goal to make the Discord community as interactive and fun as possible. So we'll see that. We'll see more as the Discord evolves. And very, very cool. So definitely make sure to go hop into the Right Now Discord if you haven't already. And that's what I got for Discord. That was I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I think that was my major announcement for the day. What I am asking you guys, though, if you want to support the community, there's a couple ways that you can support. We will queue up this hilarious video.
What's wrong? I haven't written anything good in months. I have writer's block. I can't even think of what character to write. I've gotten 33 words for December. I am not a writer. Wait! You don't know the ancient technique that cures writer's block and any writing problems since the dawn of time. Liar. I'm serious. I just wrote a book in 1 week. What is it? Magic. You're the chosen one. Really? No. Do we look like we're in Middle Earth? It's better than magic. It can cure writer's block, it can solve any problem, it can fix any story, it can make you a best-selling novel. You're going to tell me that I need to go get an education. I need to learn by practicing writing every single day. I need to join a writer's group. I need to teach myself new words. And maybe in 20 years, I'll be able to write something halfway decent. Who actually wants to spend time writing as a writer? No. You got a writing problem? Then put a dragon on it. Are you feeling stuck? Put a dragon on it.
All right. Let's see. All right, perfect. So that was our dragon ad. If you want to support the community, still have some dragon stickers available. So go purchase a copy of a dragon sticker now. If let's say you just are struggling with writing and you need to put a dragon on it. I was like, this was my first variation, my first attempt at a merchandise, at like a piece of merchandise. It's linked down below. If you refresh the video and it hasn't popped up, or if it hasn't popped up and you refresh the screen, you'll the dragon sticker thing will pop up. So definitely go support the community if you want to get a hold of a dragon sticker or a couple dragon stickers, because as we all know, if you're struggling with writing and you're not feeling motivated, just put a dragon on it. Putting a dragon on it will solve all your writing problems. I do declare. Oh man. All right, my friends. So I'm glad I was able to get that. I wanted to do the quick dragon ad. I think that's what I got for you guys today. And yeah. So that's what I got for our Monday. Make sure to come back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with, that's right, the game. We're going to be back for the writing game, the writing break for the AuthorTube marathon. Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. Make sure to go check out some of the AuthorTubes if you want to get some writing in today. The playlist is, it's linked over in the Discord, but I can throw it down here as well. Like, what is this? It's like it's somewhere here. All right, perfect. For anybody who wants to go follow some playlists, absolutely, Rachel. You're like, all the dragons. Put all the dragons on it. I agree. ML, I was like, absolutely showing the right now dragon. I love it. So I just dropped the playlist down in the YouTube description or down in the comments. If any of you want to keep on, go get some writing in. I don't know where we're at in the marathon right now, but some of the other author tubers are, somebody's going live right now, or somebody's live. It's what, about 5? So somebody's probably in the middle of a writing sprint stream right now. So definitely go do it. Like, dragons are awesome. Yes, they are. This is my favorite dragon. I made this a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So definitely go help us put a dragon on it. ML, thank you so much, my friend. That is wonderful. Really, really appreciate you. Always appreciate your support of the community, my friend. Any I was like, thank you. Anything that, so once again, any finances, any money that goes into the community ends up just getting put back into it. All the money that I make from the YouTube channel, from things like the stickers, from the books, it all gets reinvested back into marketing to help grow the channel. So that way we can bring more writers in here. It will also go towards trying to attract larger writers and larger authors. So that way we can have cooler guests on the podcast, not cooler, but bigger guests that have much bigger followings. So yeah, and then bring more value. So yeah, I was like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys. It really, really means a lot to me, especially those of you know that this is my being an author, content creator is my full-time job, which I absolutely love. It has been quite a year going through this journey. And now that I've kind of transitioned back into being into my own space again, glad I finally have my own studio. I'm loving this next chapter. I'm really eager to see how the community evolves and the things that we do and all the stuff that I have planned for you for this coming year. So it feels like it was only yesterday when we crossed 500, and we'll be crossing the 700 subscriber milestone soon. So very, very cool. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm really sick, so I haven't been able to write. Well, hopefully take care of yourself. Hopefully you're drinking a lot of tea. Sometimes when we're sick, maybe that's like a time where you'll come up with some really cool ideas. Right. The sick addled brain kind of trying to sit back and relax. I'm sure you'll come up with some really great ideas. And then once you're feeling better, you'll be able to get back into writing. So very, very cool. Thanks for stopping by. And with that, that is all that I got for you today, my friends. Thank you all for dropping by our casual Right Now Monday update stream. We'll be back tomorrow with a writing game. Any author tubers, once again, can come join us, and we'll see who wins the prize tomorrow. So we will see who wins the prize. Oof, tomorrow's going to be exciting. And as a side note for our YouTube channel members, critique group is on Wednesday. The critique group is on Wednesday. So looking forward to seeing all y'all and hearing what excerpts that you're going to be sharing as we evolve. All right, my friends, it has been great. But unfortunately, that brings us to the end of the stream. Don't forget, words are wind, but stories are forever. I'm Kaufman, and I'll catch you on the morrow. Stay creative, writers.
Right now.
Right
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Because it's time to write now.